I name this ship Queen Elizabeth. May God bless her and all who sail in her.
Setting out on a journey aboard the Cunard Queen Elizabeth is like stepping into a timeless world of British elegance and seafaring tradition. From the moment you embark, you're greeted with polished wood interiors, white-gloved service, and the soft strains of classical music, evoking the golden age of ocean travel. The Queen Elizabeth, with its refined Art Deco style and sweeping staircases, offers an experience that's both luxurious and steeped in history. Whether you're sipping afternoon tea in the Queen's room, or strolling the promenade deck as the ocean stretches out before you, every moment feels like a chapter from a classic novel. This isn't just a cruise, but it's a grand voyage in true British style. On board the Queen Elizabeth cruise ship, guests can enjoy a wide variety of activities designed to suit every interest and mood. Whether you're seeking relaxation or enrichment, there's always something to do. You can unwind at the luxurious spa, take a dip in one of the pools, or sip cocktails in elegant lounges with live music. For the more active, there's fencing, dance classes, and a state-of-the-art fitness center. Enrichment programs include fascinating guest lectures, art classes, and the popular Cunard Insight series. In the evenings, guests can enjoy West End-style performances in the Royal Court Theatre, try their luck at the casino, or take part in glamorous-themed balls in the Queen's Room. Every moment aboard Queen Elizabeth offers a touch of timeless elegance and refined adventure. On a Cunard voyage, tradition doesn't live in museums, it walks the decks. The Queen Elizabeth is not merely a cruise ship, it is a living expression of Art Deco elegance at sea. The Queen Elizabeth carries this tradition forward with restraint and grace, allowing beauty to reveal itself slowly, as all true elegance does. A classic tea time aboard the Queen Elizabeth Cunard cruise ship is a refined and elegant tradition, echoing the grandeur of British afternoon tea. Held daily in the majestic Queen's Room, this white glove service is accompanied by live classical music, often from a harpist or string quartet. White-gloved waiters serve an array of delicately prepared finger sandwiches, typically including cucumber, smoked salmon, egg salad, and ham with mustard, alongside freshly baked scones with clotted cream and strawberry preserves. A selection of fine, loose-leaf teas is poured into bone china cups, and a tempting assortment of pastries and cakes completes the spread. The ambiance, with its Art Deco decor and genteel atmosphere, creates an experience steeped in tradition, reminiscent of the golden age of ocean travel. Afternoon tea on Cunard's Queen Elizabeth is a daily ritual served 7 days a week at precisely 3 p.m. It never grows old. White glove service, fine teas, and an ever-changing selection of pastries and desserts make each afternoon feel new. Because the dessert menu changes daily, it's worth returning again and again, but arrive early. The Queen's Room fills quickly, and this cherished tradition is one of the most popular gatherings at sea. Afternoon tea aboard Cunard's Queen Elizabeth is a deeply rooted British tradition that has been carried on for over 185 years. Served with timeless elegance, this ritual reflects the heritage, refinement, and ceremonial grace that define Cunard, offering guests a taste of classic British culture at sea, unchanged in spirit, rich in history, and proudly traditional. Ahoy there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the grand old dame of the seas, the Cunard Queen Elizabeth. On most ships you'll find shuffleboard, maybe a jog around the deck. But on this ship, steel meets steel, manners meet mayhem, and you might just discover you've got the soul of a swashbuckler. That's right, free fencing lessons at sea, included with your voyage on the Queen Elizabeth. Under the glow of Art Deco elegance and old world refinement, guests are invited to step onto the piste and learn the graceful, disciplined art of fencing from professional instructors. No experience required, just curiosity, balance and a sense of adventure. This isn't a stage show or a gimmick, this is real fencing. Footwork, form, blade control and tradition. Though imagining yourself dueling for honor, rum or the last scone at high tea is entirely encouraged. Set against the timeless atmosphere of Cunard, where white glove service meets maritime history, fencing aboard Queen Elizabeth feels like stepping into another era. It's elegant, a little daring, and completely unexpected, just the way a proper sea voyage should be. So whether you fence like a gentleman, duel like a pirate, or simply want to try something no other cruise line offers, this is one more reason why Cunard doesn't just sail, it preserves tradition. The library aboard Cunard's Queen Elizabeth is a literary sanctuary that epitomizes the ship's classic British elegance. Spanning 2 decks near the heart of the vessel, it features warm mahogany woodwork, an ornate spiral staircase, and a leaded glass ceiling that bathes the space in natural light. Housing approximately 6,000 volumes, the collection includes fiction, non-fiction, and travel guides, catering to a wide range of interests. Comfortable leather armchairs invite guests to relax and immerse themselves in a good book. The library also hosts a book club on voyages with 4 or more sea days, offering thought-provoking literary discussions led by the ship's librarian. Borrowing books is straightforward. Guests can check out up to 3 books per stateroom using their cruise card, with returns due by the final day of the voyage. This refined space provides a perfect retreat for those seeking quiet contemplation amidst the grandeur of ocean travel. Cunard's Queen Elizabeth, the library stands as a quiet declaration of integrity, in an era when many modern cruise ships are removing libraries altogether, replacing them with revenue-driven venues and entertainment spaces designed to sell, rather than to soothe. On countless new-build ships, the idea of a dedicated reading room has been erased from the plans entirely, as if contemplation no longer has a place at sea. Cunard refuses to follow that trend. The library on Queen Elizabeth preserves the tradition born of transatlantic crossings, where long days on the ocean invited reflection, learning, and the simple pleasure of reading, while the ship moved steadily forward. In keeping this space alive, Cunard honors a time when travel was not about constant stimulation, but about slowing down, opening a book, and letting the journey itself do the talking. Hidden away aboard the Cunard Queen Elizabeth is a place few ever find, and even fewer ever enter. Tucked out of sight, barely mentioned, almost forgotten, lies the Churchill smoking lounge, a true hidden gem at sea. This is not a room you stumble into. This is a room you discover, step inside, and the world slows down. The space is intimate and hushed. Warm, polished wood surrounds you. The gentle aroma of fine cigars lingers in the air, carried from a well-kept humidor nearby. Framed photographs of Winston Churchill watch silently from the walls, as if approving of those who found their way here. Above you, a softly spinning ceiling fan stirs the air, giving the lounge a tropical, old colonial feel, the kind of place that belongs to another era. Outside the windows, the ocean rolls endlessly by, a moving painting of blue and silver that reminds you just how far from the modern world you truly are. This isn't a lounge for crowds, this is a place to hide, to reflect, to escape. On a ship filled with grandeur and public spectacle, the Churchill Smoking Lounge feels like a secret handshake, known only to those who appreciate silence, history, and tradition. Sitting here, cigar in hand, ocean at your side, it feels less like a cruise ship, and more like stepping back in time. If you ever find it, don't rush. Sit, breathe, listen to the sea, because places like this don't exist anymore. except on Cunard's Queen Elizabeth. A place on the Queen Elizabeth that might be haunted, it would be this room, not by fear, but by memory. You can almost sense the presence of those who came before, the rich and the famous, the powerful and the ordinary, all drawn here by the same ritual. Royalty, officers, writers, industrialists and quiet travelers once sat in these very chairs, smoking the same cigars, staring out at the same endless sea. Step aboard a rare and deeply moving maritime tradition with Church at Sea, a full Sunday church service held aboard Cunard's great queens, Queen Mary II, Queen Elizabeth, and Queen Victoria. This is not a casual passenger-led gathering, but a proper Church of England service, officiated by the actual captain of the ship, standing at the lectern as both master of the vessel and lay preacher. Hymns fill the grand public rooms as guests sing timeless British favourites, like All Things Bright and Beautiful, Jerusalem, and Abide With Me, echoing the sound of faith that has travelled the seas for generations. In an era when most cruise lines offer only informal, self-guided religious meetups, Cunard proudly preserves something far more authentic. A true maritime Sunday service rooted in tradition, dignity, and history. For many passengers, this sacred hour at sea becomes one of the most memorable and meaningful moments of the voyage, reminding us that Cunard is not just about travel, but about heritage, ceremony, and the soul of ocean-going life. Who is Bailey? Alongside Cunard's red-coated bellman stands a quieter companion of the tradition, the Cunard Bailey bellhop bear. This plush bear, dressed in the same bright red bellhop uniform, is a modern keepsake inspired by the great age of ocean liners, when long voyages were events and ships felt like grand hotels at sea. As Cunard evolved into the contemporary era, the bellhop bear was introduced as a symbol of welcome, comfort, and continuity, especially for families and younger passengers. Café Corinthia on Queen Elizabeth is one of the most inviting spots aboard Cunard's Queen Elizabeth. With its elegant Art Deco-inspired decor and relaxed atmosphere, it's the perfect place to unwind between port days, enjoy a chat with fellow guests, or simply watch the sea drift by. You'll find an excellent selection of premium coffees and tea forte teas. But be sure not to miss their signature tea over ice, served in a pitcher for a refreshing flavorful iced tea experience using tea forte, ultra-premium blends. And whatever you do, don't miss Café Corinthia's legendary hot chocolate, often called the best hot chocolate at sea. Rich, indulgent, and the perfect comfort drink, while watching the ocean glide by. To make the experience complete, don't miss the exquisite selection of freshly made pastries, proudly displayed in the glass case at the front of the cafe. These pastries are widely regarded as some of the best pastries at sea, and pair perfectly with a warm drink as you watch the ocean roll by. On Queen Elizabeth, the games deck offers something wonderfully different from modern cruise ships. Instead of basketball courts and climbing walls, guests are invited to enjoy classical deck games such as croquet, bowls, long bowls, and tennis. These timeless pastimes transport you back to a bygone era, echoing the traditions of the great transatlantic liners, when leisurely outdoor games, fresh sea air, and civilized competition were all part of the ocean-going experience. Playing here feels less like a cruise activity and more like stepping into living maritime history. On the games deck of Queen Elizabeth, it's easy to let your imagination drift back in time. You could almost picture yourself playing a gentle game of bowls with Agatha Christie, discussing plots and red herrings between turns, or perhaps sharing a match with Poirot himself, solving a murder in your mind while the sea rolls quietly by. These classic deck games don't just offer entertainment, they invite you into the romance, elegance, and storytelling spirit of a bygone transatlantic era, where leisure, intellect, and imagination sailed side by side. Thank you for joining us for Part 1 aboard Queen Elizabeth. We invite you to continue the journey and be on the lookout for Part 2, where our adventure aboard this iconic Cunard liner carries on.